What does self-mastery have to do with kicking off a charitable endeavour? You may well ask. Charitable endeavours are obviously different from business endeavours in the sense that they have all sorts of different regulations and protocols, and there's a different culture involved. So if you're coming from the business world and contributing in the charitable world, you're going to have to look at how you bring in, contribute and utilise the skills and the capacities that you've developed elsewhere and make them relevant in this new situation. And that can be quite a challenge. Now, these days, a lot of people have managed to do that. So there are numerous people who you can contact and learn from them exactly how they did it. But the way you are going to do it will, of course, be unique to you. And a really good first step to help you with that is to have some really profound clarity on the key ingredients of your personal toolkit. What is it that you've brought to the successful endeavours that you've been involved with in the past? How can you really understand those as fully as possible and bring those into this new situation? If you've been working in the charity world for a long time, then you already are familiar with the culture and you may already be part of the culture. So for you, the challenge may be different. It may be more a question of how can you bring what you already know and bring the capacities and experience you already have, and also be open and receptive to some of the more kind of corporate emphasized approaches which might be needed in your endeavour. So it's a really interesting situation kicking off a charitable endeavour, because you're trying to integrate two things. You're trying to integrate the culture of non-profit making, ethical working with those objectives and goals and methodologies, with the desire and the need to achieve something practically and to actually bring in funds, generate funds, and once you've got the funds, utilise and husband them well. So it's an interesting challenge, and there are now people around who have managed to integrate that for themselves and who are also teaching other people how to do that. But it's still a relatively new phenomenon, people who are good at both those things. So self-mastery for you could be a very interesting thing to look into to help kick off your new charitable endeavour.